If I did this correctly, then this will work. If I did not do this correctly, I got those ones backwards. So here's hoping I remember this properly. Yes! Hello everybody and welcome back to some more FTB Inferno. Today, we're finally going to be getting into immersive engineering. The continuation of Create, which is the reason why we needed this, because we needed to use it to make power for our immersive engineering. But that was several episodes ago. Why haven't we done this yet? Well, A, I've been lazy, and B, I really couldn't generate enough power that would be viable to sustain immersive engineering, because this boiler has yet to be heated. I didn't want to do anything else until I was certain I wasn't going to be able to do this in the easiest way. What's the easiest way? That would be this thing right here, the Creative Blaze Cake. What? I know y'all might be wondering, Cookie, what the heck? How on earth did you get a Creative Blaze Cake? Well, you see, my friends, champion mobs can drop them. I knew about this, so that is why it's taken me so long, because I wanted to get this, but I had no luck. But last night, as I was farming them, I got it. So now we can go ahead and turn this baby on and get all of the power running. There we go. It will burn forever. Our water and heat is up to maximum efficiency. So now this thing will be able to generate even more. So it looks like, yeah, now I'm making 49 stress units across 10 engines. Okay, well, 49,000. So I should be able to turn this thing up. Oh, wow, I could actually turn it up to maximum. Oh, that's great. Oh, and now it's making 360 FP a tick. That's beautiful. So now if I were to add more layers to the fluid tanks, then this thing would be even stronger, right? Am I correct in this assumption? No. No, I'm not. Well, actually that does add up, because I'm pretty sure this thing is based on rotational speed, not rotational force. So, yeah, with this thing being the maximum amount of speed that can go anywhere, yeah, that's as much power as we're gonna get out of this one alternator. That's fine, I suppose. Now then, with that minor thing out of the way, we can go ahead and actually continue on with our immersive engineering. So, the next thing we need to make is going to be this wire relay. Now, what the wire relay does is it's going to allow me to extend range in between these wire coils, because there is a distance between them, but that thing will allow me to extend that distance if I require it. Now, let's see. Do I have the things I need for the wire relay? I do not. Oh, I need terracotta. Oh, that is interesting. Okay. Oh, terracotta's just clay? Oh, well, that's very easy, actually. Okay, so now we can go ahead and make this baby, and that should be that quest all done. There we go. Now that we've gotten that little thing out of the way, we can now move on to making the big boy machines. There's going to be 4 machines that we're going to need to make today. The metal press, the crusher, the mechanical squeezer, and the arc furnace. These things are going to be the most important things in this entire mod pack. We are almost at the end game. It is all going to be because of early game immersive engineering. It is so weird. So in order for us to get the metal press, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need conveyor belts, heavy machine blocks, redstone engineering blocks, steel scaffolding, and a piston. Some of these are better than others. I may actually still have some conveyor belts because I needed that for the create belts. Then after that, the rest of these are going to be a bit complicated because they're going to require a lot of steel and a lot of other blocks that are just going to be a little bit grindy to get. So I'm going to need to get a lot of steel, which I should have, and a lot of these other blocks. Gold bars is just the same thing as an iron bar. Vacuum tube is just redstone, copper wire, glass, and electron inside of my engineer's workbench, which I was able to get a while ago. I did manage to figure out how to fix this thing, well, mostly, so it's fine. And then iron sheet metal, which is just 4 iron plates to make it. It's going to be a few things. There are also other things that are going to require these blocks, so that's all going to be more the same. So I'm going to gather up these things really quickly, and then we will be right back with making our first machine.
Later.
Alrighty, we're all ready to go. So, in order for us to make this metal press, we need to put our steel casings right here, and then the redstone engineering block there. And then with our conveyor belts, we get to see little arrows. We either want it to be pointing this way or this way, depending on where we want the stuff to go. I want the stuff to go this way, so we'll put the conveyor... What the... Okay, apparently it pushed me down, but we want the conveyor belts to go that way. Then, this is where it's going to get tricky, because we actually want the piston to be facing downwards. So, where'd it go? How did you get over there? Well, we can just go ahead and put some temporary scaffoldings right here. So we can go ahead, put the piston there. There we go. And then in placement of this top one, we'll then put our heavy engineer's block. Then, the last thing that we need is we need to go ahead and locate our engineer's hammer. I believe I still have it. There it is right there. And then I just give this thing a whack. And there we go. Now we got ourselves our metal press. Now then, the next thing we need to do is we need to find our tesseract. Because within this thing, we can go ahead and put this baby right here. We're now going to be able to take the energy out from here over to there. So we can go ahead and put this one right here, and then another one right here, and then connect these guys together. And we need to change this one to be activated on NRG, and then power is going into there. There we go. I have an idea. I don't remember how expensive it is, but how much was an entangled block? Because we are in range for that, and the tesseracts are incredibly expensive. There's molten ender and some crimson planks. That's not terrible. And do I have any? I don't. But that's literally just melting, like, I think maybe even half of an ender pearl. So it's like, yeah, that's about half of an ender pearl. Alrighty, so the entangled block did work in the way I wanted it to. All I had to do was entangle it to the alternator itself, and now I'm actually able to pull out power directly from over here. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Actually, it looks like I might not be able to, actually. Well, we'll see when it's in action. But for right now, just to give you all a look as to what's going on here, I put the connector right here and then connected it over to this relay before connecting it to the other connector. The reason why I did that is because when it's connected to a relay, I can actually connect multiple wires to multiple different points with it. I can't connect through blocks, but you know what, it's fine. This way I should only need to use this one connector right here and connect it to all the different machines. So now then, the next machine that we are going to want to make is going to be, if I can turn this thing freaking back, there we go. Okay, the next machine that we're gonna want is actually going to be the crusher. This one is actually very simple, and I don't mind what I'm doing right now on screen, that's for later. But it's actually a very simple recipe. We're just gonna need 10 steel scaffolding, 10 light engineering blocks, another redstone engineering block, which I already have, steel fences. I'm gonna need 8 of those, so I'm gonna need to do that recipe a couple times. And then also 9 hoppers, all very easy. I believe I already have the steel scaffolding and the redstone blocks. That's all fine. You all know how to make hoppers. And then the light engineering blocks is kind of like the heavy blocks, but instead of steel stuff, it's iron.
Much later.
Alrighty, I got everything else. So now we can go ahead and then put this thing down like this. And I believe at the end, we just need the engineer's block, and we need to put those guys there as well. This one will need to go up by 3, I believe. Well, by 2 it needs to go up. And then the rest of this spot down here, we can then go ahead and fill in with the steel scaffolding. Then I'm pretty sure it's either the redstone up here or the light engineer's block back here. And then we need to fill in the rest of this inner circle part right here with the steel scaffolding. And then I can go ahead and put another light engineer's block right there. And then we just put in all of the hoppers. Now, if I did this correctly, then this will work. If I did not do this correctly, I got those ones backwards. So here's hoping I remember this properly. Yes! Ha ha ha! Oh, you think you can base with my poor memory game, you fool? Oh, I didn't need these guys up here. On the other hand, it looks cool, though. Like, it kind of looks like it should go up that high. but it doesn't. But here we go. Now we got ourselves our crusher. So, where do I put the power? Oh. Power goes in this side. So I need to put it there. So then the cable that I'm gonna need would go over here. That's gonna go through blocks. So I need to put another connector up here to connect those two. And then I can connect it there. But that uses up my cords. Oh wait, no, I got some high voltage ones. Okay, that's fine. Now, I am, however, noticing though that the power is not going in. Yeah, and that's not one block. That's two. Okay. So what that then means is that the entangled block isn't actually going to work. You know, I kind of wonder, can I just put the Tesseract right up against the alternator and then configure this one to NRG as well? Like, will that work? Oh, the power moved. So does that mean, yeah, okay, so I could have just put that on there the whole time. Okay, cool. So then, the next thing that we're gonna need is gonna be the industrial squeezer. We already have almost everything here. We just need more steel fences, which I already got. We got the redstone engineering block, we got the light engineering block, we got the steel scaffolding. I'll need to make another piston, but we already know that recipe. The only other things that we need is just gonna be fluid pipes, which are, wow, those are cheap. And then wooden barrels, which is just gonna take some treated wood, which will not be a problem, as if we go over to my coke oven where I'm making all the creosote oil, I have more than enough. So this next one is actually going to be by far the easiest one out of all of these to make. So we can go ahead, just put this like this, 1, 2, 3, then 1, then 1, 2, right there. And then that's all the scaffoldings we have for right now. So then we just need to put fluid pipes right there, a light engineer's block there, and then we need to go ahead and then put wooden barrels along like this. Then we put our engineer's block here, and then I believe we might just need to put the piston upside down here. Wait, no, I almost forgot. We do need to have our fences right there, and then we need to do the upside down piston, which would be easiest by being down here. There we go. So now, if I did this right, we should just be able to hit this with a point. I did something wrong. Aha! I needed one more of these. Okay, now we hit it with a boink. And there we go. The industrial squeezer is now ours. So then, I might be able to reach this. Why can't I attach this wire? Oh, is it because they're different wires? I bet you it's because they're different wires. Okay, so what kind did I actually use here? Insulated LV wire coil. That is... okay, that's not expensive. So now, if we're lucky, we should be able to link this one all the way over down to there. And yes, we can. There we go. That's going to be good. And then the next one, I'll probably put right here, so that way that one can connect over there. So that should be good. So there we go. Now we got ourselves our industrial squeezer. Pretty much one of the smallest and yet very cool machines of this mod. I really like this mod, okay? So, after this, we actually aren't able to make our arc furnace just yet, because the next quest involves us getting this graphite electrode, which we can only get by making HOP graphite ingots, which we get by smelting graphite dust, which we get by mixing coke dust in the squeezer, and we get coke dust by crushing our coke. So then, if we go over to here, and do I have any left? I do have a small bit left. So this is actually going to be good, because now we've reached demonstration phase. So we can go ahead and just throw these guys into here, and look at that. And it's already done. There we go, we got the coke dust. So now I should be able to just throw this into there, and then it should squeeze it. Oh no, you know what it is? It takes 8 of the coke dust to make 1. I only have 2. Crap.
Much later.
Alright, rest of the coke dust goes in, so now it should squeeze it. And yeah, look at that. It's actually pretty cool. And then, we get ourselves the graphite dust. Then we go ahead and smelt this baby down, give it a little bit of a speed up, and then we get ourselves our graphite ingot. Now, if we want to make the next thing, we just need to do that 3 more times.
Much later.
Alrighty, I got all the graphite ingots, so now we can go ahead and switch this out for the other blueprint and then throw this in here. And there we go, we've got ourselves our graphite electrode. It has an integrity to it for some reason. What does this thing actually do? Like, as far as I can tell, the only thing it's for is making this fluorescent tube, which does nothing. So it's like, I honestly have no idea why it wants me to make this. Like, does the quest line actually say? It says that I can trade a toolsmith, this for a toolsmith. Wait, this guy's a toolsmith. Oh wait, no, he's a mechanist. Oh, the toolsmith's the guy with the smithing table. Oh, wait a minute. If I put this there, I do still have another villager, so I just need to go ahead and grab my piggy backpack. Then we can go ahead and pick you up. I said pick you up. Now get over here and get into my bosom. And then we can throw you into here. And, you get your toolsmith yet? Okay, you did. That's great. Oh, wait, what the? Your trades aren't... Oh, I never fixed your trades in the configs, did I? Oh. I'll do that later, but I'm gonna assume that I could have done that with this guy. Okay, that's fine. So I just need to not trade anything with him yet. Okay, it's fun. Okay, cool. So clearly this means that they did something else there. You know what? Not gonna stress over it. Everything's fine. Because we also get some more of them which have unbreaking on them. Wow, that's quite a lot. But now we can go ahead and make ourselves the arc furnace. For the arc furnace, I should have... Oh, I do not have everything. Oh. Okay, so we need another cauldron. We need more steel sheet metal. 6 blocks of steel. Okay. Steel sheet metal slabs. Steel scaffolding. I already have the engineers. Okay, so I have 4 of these things. Okay. And then this thing's reinforced blast bricks, which takes more steel onto the blast furnace bricks. Oh, okay, this is gonna take me forever.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
Alrighty, I got everything. It took so dang long. And I've never actually built this one before, so I'm gonna have to be constantly checking the book. So, the bottom layer is just going to be like this, going out by 5 like that. And then I believe the middle one was a light engineering block. It was not. That's a heavy engineer's block. Oh no, I've already messed this up. Oh gosh. We can go ahead and put that one right there to fix our mistake. There we go. And then I believe we just go out by 1 more down like these. And then we put the blocks of steel. And then most of the rest of this is just going to be the steel slabs. What I wouldn't give for a visualizer on this thing, man. We go ahead and put 2 more heavies, then 2 more heavies over there, block of steel along both of these, and I did get a minor spoiler, so I can go ahead and put another one up there right now. And I kind of want you back because you are a necessity. Then I just need to go ahead and then put the rest of these with the light engineer blocks. And then we can go ahead and then fill in this little portion right here with the blast bricks, and then the redstone one right there. So then we can go ahead and put more of these here. Then we can go ahead and fill out the blast bricks like so. I believe that is correct. Yes, it is. And we're gonna want to put our last steel block down over here. And I believe that this right side does not actually get to go up with it. Oh, that's very interesting. So then that looks like it's doing well. Then we can go ahead and just put another one there. Okay, so it looks like now it should just be like this, if I saw all of that correctly. So if we look back into here, that does look almost right. No. It is not, because I missed another layer. So we can go ahead and put that one there, fill out the rest of this portion right here. I think this one might have actually needed to go out by one more. Yeah, because it needed to fully cover that top part up there, which then means that this one also needs to go out like this, which then uses up the rest of that, which we can then go ahead and put the rest of this down here, and now I should just need to boink this baby with the hammer, wherever the center might be. Where do I hit this thing with the hammer? Okay, it says I need to hit it here, but it's not working, which means I missed something. Does it perhaps mean that this one right here actually also needed to be the light engineering block? I didn't actually get to see that, so was it that? Yes, it was, baby! And there we go. My very first arc furnace ever is finally completed. Ah, it's beautiful. Now then, where do I slap the power in this? Alrighty, I was worried about this, but it is indeed right here where the plugs go in. So if I want this thing to work the way I would like it to, I need to turn this baby around. Okay, after much trial and error, I managed to get it to work, and I managed to turn the whole thing around. There we go. So then, now with that, we can go ahead and take our final LV connector. You will need an HV connector or accumulator to power the arc furnace. Okay, so I actually do need the HV one then. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I need to get myself aluminum, which I should already have a bunch of the ore for that. Okay, cool. I might need to rewire the whole thing. I'll let y'all know how that goes.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so to make a long story short, I did indeed need to rewire everything with the big boys. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that, these high voltage ones, they do damage. I wouldn't be able to get through here like this if I wanted to. But you know what? It's fine. Because realistically, I shouldn't need this one or this one for a little while, if ever anymore. It was mostly just to get us to this point. Now with the arc furnace, we're gonna be able to make some very special alloys. Oh, we got an HV accumulator. That's handy. Wonder if I could just put things into there with the lower voltage ones. I'll test that out later. But for right now though, the big important thing with the arc furnace that it can make is very special, because as you can tell, it is a furnace, so it does smelt things, but it also combines alloys. And one of these lovely minerals that we can actually alloy together is called enderium, which we just get by mixing lead and enderium blend, which you just get by mixing diamond dust with ender dust, which is not ender pearl dust, despite what you might think. Oh no, it's ender pearl dust, which would be a bit crushing ender pearls, and with crushed endstone, which we cannot actually get in the crusher. But why we need this enderium is because it is the next thing on our list. And as for why explicitly that is, we will reveal soon enough. So I'm gonna gather up the things I need to start that process. I'm gonna get the enderium, and then we're ready for the grand reveal.
2 very boring minutes later.
It took me a little while, but I managed to get everything that I'm gonna need for this. So then we can go ahead and throw in the ender pearl dust and our crushed endstone. And then this basin, which I've just hooked up directly to my steam engine, that's what it was, the name was escaping me, while it's being superheated with another blaze burner. And then in there we can see that we are getting ourselves the ender dust. And now we can go ahead and take most of this out. I still have some crushed endstone, but that's fine. Now we have ourselves our ender dust. So now we throw both of these into here. Wait. You know, it's funny. I don't exactly know how to use this thing. Okay, I know what I need to do. Okay, so in this slot right up here, that's where we put our graphite sticks. That's what those things are for. Okay, that is super convenient. So now we can go ahead and throw this into there, and then we should be able to put this one into here. What do you mean we can't put that one into there? Right. Forgot about the other step, which was to mix this thing with diamonds. This should be good enough on its own already. So yeah, those guys are all going over to there. We should be able to just go ahead and mix these guys together. And now I should be able to throw this into the arc furnace. And now, with this power combined, it will make us... What the heck was that? Wait, what was that? Okay, well, with that, we have ourselves the Enderium, which unlocks a new chapter within our quest book. So if we go over to the dependencies, we can also actually grab more of these. We will see that we have now unlocked this quest line right over here, because the Enderium can also be thrown back into there, mixed with the will-infused source gems to make Enderite ingots. And Enderite ingots can be thrown in the stonemason, which I had to accidentally make at one point because I didn't want to make it, but it ended up being a requirement for something else later, which is why we need to make end portals, which means this is all for the purpose of the end game, baby. It's freaking beautiful. So I won't be going to the end yet. I'm not even gonna go there until after I've defeated Swampjaw, who is the next boss for Inferno. Because after him, you would then have the Void Worm, which you're not really able to fight until after you beat the Ender Dragon. So I kind of want this to be in a chronological kind of order. But this means we are one step closer to returning home, which is the whole goal of the series, is to return to the overworld. So do you like this video? Good. Then be sure to check out our last video where we went to the Endless Realm and died a lot. Bye-bye!